Welcome back to Cover Story Highlights, raw, unapologetic, and grounded in truth. Let's talk straight here, folks. After the last election, the overwhelming cry from PNP supporters is this: that the JLP used money to buy votes. Truth be told, I believe they did. But here is a contradiction. If the JLP used money to buy votes this time around, what will stop them from doing the same thing next time around? And if nothing stops them, how exactly is the PNP planning to win the next election? Like I see some of the supporters in my chat saying, oh yes, the PNP will win the next election. Now the concern is real. Money politics in Jamaica is not a rumor. It's a reality. Voters see it on the ground. Communities feel it. Whether it's straight up vote buying or use of state resources to fund political ad campaigns, people know something isn't adding up. And to be fair, raising that issue is important. It puts accountability on the table. It makes us ask, is taxpayers' money being used for development or for electioneering on the government side? That's a critical question for us to ask. And the government need to answer to this question and give us a straight answer. Don't lie your way out of it. Give us a straight answer whether taxpayers' money is being used on the government side for electioneering purpose. But here's the twist. This wasn't just random spending as we're now seeing. The JLP used money strategically. They micro-targeted constituencies. They put resources where it mattered most. That's not just money. That's planning. And in politics, strategy plus resources is a deadly combination. And we saw it playing out in this election. Still, money isn't everything. Look at Portland East, for example. That is a case where the ground game, the people on the streets, the grassroots combination neutralized the influence of money. That tells us something. When communities, this is what it tells us, when communities organize and the comrades put in work, real work on the ground, money power can be defeated. Now here's the weakness in the PNP's story. On one hand, they say we lost because of money. On the other hand, I am hearing some in the chat saying, oh, everything is okay. We're going to win the next election. But wait a little here. If money was the deciding factor, what suddenly changes next time around? That contradiction weakens the PNP's argument. Even worse, if we focus only on money, we risk ignoring bigger issues like the PNP's weak ground game, poor message delivery, and yes, the leadership question that still hasn't been answered. Let's be real. Blaming money without fixing those weaknesses is just an excuse. Here is another danger. When we say voters were bought, we risk insulting ordinary Jamaicans because I cannot be bought. Nobody can buy my vote, and I know that for sure, as if they don't have independent minds. That can backfire, folks. And let's be honest. Campaign finance reform sounds good. But without enforcement, new laws will just be symbolic. The problem isn't only rules, it's the will to enforce them. And this is what we lack in Jamaica. And both sides of the aisle, let's face it. So where does that leave us? The money factor is real, yes, but it's not unbeatable. Portland East provided that. If the PNP wants to win, it must go beyond campaigning. It needs stronger ground organization. sharper messaging, and leadership that inspires confidence. And both parties must be pushed to real finance campaign reform. Because at the end of the day, frustration alone doesn't win elections. Strategy, discipline, and boots on the ground do. Thanks for watching, folks. This was Cover Story Highlights. Join us again next time for another episode of Cover Story Highlights. In the meantime, subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments below. We want to hear from you.